have another video for our One Piece trading card game. We have Mono Red Luffy versus Mono Blue Doflamingo deck. So again, enjoy the video, guys. So it's his first turn and he uses the one cost Perona that lets you look at the top 5 cards of your deck and you can arrange them in any order that you like, which is the optimal opening turn for any Doflamingo leader users. So you have the option of either returning all of those 5 cards to the top of your deck or the bottom of the deck. So it can be helpful when you're activating the effect of the Doffy leader. So he passes the turn, it's my turn now. Draw a card. So by the way, since we are both mono color leader, we both have 5 lives, so I pay 1 Don and use the Nami, the 1 cost Nami that allows you to attach any rested Don to one of your characters or leader. So he attaches 2 Don to Doffy to activate the effect, and then pay 1 Don to summon any warlord or thriller bar character. So he did summon Gecko Moria and then he attacks my leader for 7k, so he took the damage. So now I'm down to 4 lives versus 5. So it's my turn now. So I'll be paying 3 Don and I'll be summoning Robin with the awesome effect that every time that she attacks, she can actually destroy any 3000 or less character. So I use both Luffy and Nami's effect to attach 2 Restodon, and then I attach the remaining Restodon to attack for 8k to his leader, which he took. So now we're both at 4 lives. So it's gonna be his turn now. So he's gonna be swinging with his Doffy leader for 5k. I'll be taking the damage, so I'm actually down to 3 lives now. He's just thinking about, again, the Dawn management, which is very important. Every turn is very crucial to winning any match. So he actually swings with 7k with his Gecko Moria, wherein if you have 5 cards or more in hand, he actually has double damage. So we need to make sure that that attack does not push through. So I use 2k counter, 1 for the Brook and then 1 for Luffy. And then he swings for 5k with his Perona. I'm actually just thinking if I'm gonna be countering the attack, so to prevent any additional damage, so I use Nami and I countered it for 1k. So now it's gonna be my turn. Again, I'm making sure with my Don management, just to make sure that I have enough Dons for attacking and also for summoning new characters. So I'm going to be paying 1 to use Otama, and then I select Gecko Moria. So Gecko Moria is now 3000, which is actually in range for the Robin's effect, which is going to be an automatic destruction for any character with 3000 or less. So I'm going to be attaching 1 Don to Robin. I'm actually thinking, there we go, so I actually attach 3 Dons, so that's going to be a 7k swing at the leader, and then I automatically destroy his Gecko Moria because it's only 3000 with the Robin's effect. So he actually took the damage, so now we're both at 3 lives each. So I still have a few more Dawn that I can actually attach or use to summon new characters. So I'm actually thinking about attaching it, so I attach it to my Luffy leader. And then I'm going to be swinging for 8,000 at his Doffy leader, so I just wanted to make sure to maximize all of my attacks. And I'm trying to bait counter or hand counter cards in his hand, but he actually took the damage, so now it's 3 lives versus 2, and it's gonna be his turn. The most important thing is we can actually keep Robin on the field or on the board, because he can actually destroy all of the small characters on the opponent's side of the board. So he actually uses Doffy, which is a 3-cost blocker with 4,000 power. So he's just basically changing the order of the top 5 cards of his deck, because it's almost like the same as with the Perona card. The only good thing is it's also a blocker. So again, perfect combo with the Doflamingo leader effect. He's now going to be swinging for 5k at my Nico Robin. I'm actually going to try to defend or keep the Robin alive as much as possible, so I'm going to be using the 2k counter with Brook, so that gives her 6,000 power, and the attack did not push through. He's going to be paying 4 costs, and he's going to be summoning the Bow Hancock blocker. So he passes over to me, so it's going to be my turn now. So again, I'm just making sure with my Dawn count and then my Dawn management, just to make sure that I can attack as efficient as possible. So I'm going to be using 3 Dawn to summon the Rush Zoro, and then I'm going to be activating Luffy and Nami's effect to attach 2 Dawn to Robin, and then I attach 1 Open Dawn, and I'm going to be swinging again for 7k at the leader, and then I chose to destroy Perona, since again the effect of Nico Robin is that you can destroy a 3,000 or less character while swinging at his Doffy leader, which he's going to be blocking with his Doffy blocker. So we're able to destroy 2 characters with just 1 swing. Then I'm going to be attaching 2 Dawn to Zoro, and I'm going to be attacking for 7k again at his Doffy leader. He's actually going to choose to use 3 cards for his hand counter, so I was able to make him use at least 3 cards, so that's 3,000, so that gives his leader 8,000, so the attack was not successful. And I'm going to be attaching 2 Dawns again to my Luffy leader, and I'm going to be attacking for 7k at his Doffy leader. So he actually took the damage, so now it's 3 lives versus 1. So we're a bit ahead, and we were able to clear a bit of his board state. So now it's going to be his turn. So he attaches 1 Dawn to Boa Hancock. The Boa Hancock blocker actually has an effect wherein if you have 1 Dawn attached to it and you attack or block, that you can actually draw 1 card. So that's really a strong effect. And then he uses 3 Dawn to summon another blocker, Doffy, and use its effect again. And then he's going to be attaching 8 Dawn to his Doffy leader, and it's going to be swinging for 8k. and he chose to use the effect, which he can summon again another warlord, so he targeted my Robin. So I'm gonna let that go because again that's 4k in power difference, so it's gonna be hard to counter it. And then for his last Dawn, he's gonna be summoning the 1-cost Law Blocker. And then he's gonna be swinging with 6k for his Bow Hancock at my Rush Zoro, and then he's gonna draw 1 card. And it's gonna be my turn now. So he was able to establish a lot of board presence, and he was able to almost destroy, or actually he was able to destroy all of my attackers during his last turn. So I have my work cut out for this turn, so I need to make sure again to be as efficient as possible with my Dawn management, with my attacks, and with the characters that I'll be using my Dawn on. So I'm gonna be using 5 Dawn, and I'm gonna be summoning the 5-cost Rush Luffy, which is really the best attacker in any mono red deck. So I attach 2 Dawn using my Nami and Luffy effect. And if ever you attach 2 Dawns to the 5-cost Rush Luffy, it's gonna be unblockable, so that's gonna help me with making sure that his attack will push through because he actually has a lot of attackers. So I'm gonna be attaching 1 Dawn to my Luffy leader, and I'm gonna be attacking his Bow Hancock. I'm actually trying to see if he's gonna be using one of his blockers. So he did block the attack with his 1-cost Law Blocker, and then I'm gonna be attaching all my remaining Dawns to my Luffy, and I'm gonna be swinging for 12k, so he's not gonna be able to block it with his blocker, and he's gonna take the damage. So now we're a bit ahead when it comes to the life, because it's gonna be 3 lives versus 0 life now for him, but he actually has a lot of blockers on his field, and he actually has a lot of potential attackers during this turn, so it's gonna be his turn now. Again, he's now making sure about the Dawn management, and he's gonna be swinging for 7k using his Doffy leader at my Rush Luffy, and he actually chose not to use its effect. So I did let go of my 5-cost Rush Luffy because I need to conserve my hand counters. So he's gonna be attacking using Bartholomew Kuma, and I'm gonna be using the 1k counter with Nami, and then he's gonna be attaching 1 Dawn to Doffy, and he's gonna be attacking my leader, so I'm gonna take that damage. So now I'm down to 2 lives versus 0 life, and it's gonna be, he's actually gonna be passing the turn to me, but he actually has 6 open Dawn available for like hand counters or like event counters. So we're just making sure about my life that it's gonna be 2, and it's just checking, constantly checking at my discard pile for like predicting what characters I may still have available on my deck. So here I need to make sure that I can push through with 1 attack, because again he doesn't have any more life remaining, and just 1 successful swing at his leader and it's gonna be game over. So I'm gonna be using again the 5-cost Rush Luffy, and I'm gonna be using Nami and Luffy's effect to attach to Restodon, and I'm gonna be attaching the rest, or I'm gonna be attaching 4 more Dons. So it's gonna be another 12k swing at him, but again, he actually has a lot of open Dawn available, so he can definitely play a lot of event counters. And so he's going to be using Love Beam, which gives his leader 4,000, so it's up to 9,000 now. So he would only need an additional 4 more 1,000 power to make my attack unsuccessful. So he's gonna be playing another 2 Dawn and is gonna be using the Overheat, which gives his leader 4k, and he chose to return my 1-cost Nami. And I still have 1 available Dawn open, and I still have my Luffy leader, and so I did attack his blocker Doffy for 5k versus the 4k Doffy. So he's thinking if he wants to use counter, and he did use 2k counter. So Doffy survives, so for my remaining 1 Dawn, I use the blocker Chopper. So now I only have 2 more lives, and he actually has a lot of attackers present on his board. So as long as he can successfully attack me 3 times, that would actually mean victory for him. So again, it's very crucial that he manages his Dawn, like conserve it or make sure that it's gonna be attached to the correct number of characters. So he chose to attack me with 5k using his Doffy leader. So I just used the 1k counter with the Nami that he actually returned to my hand, so that saved me with that 1 attack. But again, he still has 3 available attackers as of the moment. So he's gonna be attaching 1 Dawn to Bow Hancock, and he's gonna be attacking my Rush Luffy. So I'm gonna choose to let the Rush Luffy go, because again, the most important thing is I protect my life, and I wanted to make sure to conserve my hand counters. So he still has a lot of available Dawn open for his turn. So he's gonna be attaching 1 Dawn to his Doffy, and then he's gonna be swinging for 5k, which I'm gonna be blocking with my 1-cost blocker Chopper. And then he's gonna be paying 4 to Casca Moria, and then he's gonna be selecting 1 Warlord on his discard pile, and that's gonna be another Law blocker. And he passes over to me, so I really need to finish the game on this turn because his board is actually building up. So I chose to attach 9 Dawns, and then I use Double Jumbe on Doffy so that it's gonna be unblockable, and I swing for 15k at his leader, and that actually sealed the victory, and we were able to defeat Doffy. Again guys, this is Dom from Start Gaming and Collectibles channel. Kindly like and subscribe and turn on all notifications so that you would not miss out future contents on the channel. And thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day guys. Bye bye.